go check it out.
Oh, Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, if I just reached out my hand, I could grab...
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better. They told me not to sell...
Selling everything you had. Why would you go...
Why? Can't you it's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries.
Is this...
Huh? What did you say, young lady?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glocks Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet
The
dreams?
traffic on Glocks Avenue can be dangerous. But ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there so you can continue enjoying your sweet dreams.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No wonder you were the
Leader
leader
of the sweet dream.
sweet dream.
We're totally
You're
safe.
see you around, Mr.
Mr.
Sunday.
Sunday.
And
This
it was nice chat.
What's up,
What's
sister?
up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into... He doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living. But that's not quite. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. However, value doesn't come out of thin air. And
Are you suggesting that...
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it. Survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies... No tragedies exist here.
Perhaps that man is...
Yes. Seeing.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the charming...
It's going smoothly.
You're too kind, Robin. I can't stand being lonely or...
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just only in this sweet dream can I truly... And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaped.
Well, she did make mention of being able to...
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live. Everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room, my true appearance. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape.
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise. And I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However,
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
let the show begin. Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait, is that me? Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this true?
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by and it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweep. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you. Or the paradise in our Penacony is nothing more than a dream. I can't erase the...
Remember the old man we met earlier?
That might be true, but... even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah, we took care of it.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
In the end, if people can't secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where
no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopher One gave me a picture if I could become a Chord Master. I'd like to summon...
I see.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes...
Then, let's build a stage there.
It's a deal that...
Yeah, it's a deal.
Maybe you will have to become a star first.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's
As I
negotiations
see it,
alone
relying
is
on
far
Welt's
from enough.
negotiation alone is far from
Regardless
enough.
of whether the other party
Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals. It won't grant us nothing.
Penacony is our
rival's home
turf.
turf. We already have a
And
few
we
chips
already
left to
have
play
very
with.
few chips left to play with.
Rather than idly sit around with the family
Rather
that
than
is
idly sit
blocked off,
around while the
an
family's
offensive
got us
approach
blocked
might
off,
be a wiser course of
we're
action.
more familiar
We're more
with the
familiar with the
Stellaron's
Stellar properties than most. Since it's the
And
key
since
stabilizing
it's
the
key
sweet
to
dream,
stabilizing
it's
the
vital
sweet
to the
dream,
family's
it's
interests.
vital to the
By
family's
attacking their
interests.
core interests, they're
By
bound to
attacking their
retaliate.
core interests, they're bound to retaliate
And as the
hastily.
saying goes,
And as
haste
the saying
makes
goes,
waste.
Right.
That's right.
As
As long
we
as we
pose
pose
a
the
threat
strength
to
of
the
the
Stellar,
Stellar,
either
whether
with
it works or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charming Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the dictator? Family security will be airtight, so if we brute force it, succeed.
Even if we
It's too
succeed.
risky.
So, no one's gonna say anything?
I'll raise my hand.
raise my hand.
I know the answer to this question. Looks like we have one. Looks like we have one more race. Looks like we have one more race of our slaves. Turn for the master stroke.
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu? So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there will be a pageant to kick off the festival.
There will be a pageant to kick
It's
off the
called
festival.
the
It's called the
Soul
Soul
TM
Festivity
Festivity
Auditions or
Auditions.
something.
Or
It's going to
something.
be held in a
And
momentous
it's going to be
source lab.
as long as we clinch
As
the
long
top
as it comes
spot,
off the top,
we'll be able to
right?
attain
To
the
attain
title
the
of
festive
superstar.
superstar.
So, how do we go about
So,
participating
how
in these
do we
festivity
go about
auditions?
participating in these festivity auditions?
To tell you the
So they're still running.
So there's something in this thing, eh? It was originally just a public stunt set up by McHale to drum up attention, but it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan.
I'm afraid I won't have the time as a virtual character. I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream, it's all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths?
Alright,
I'll
I'll have to add that to the data bank of yours got on the Express.
Miss Firefly.
We've already come this far together.
I'd
I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony.
I'm pleased that we can finally fight
I'm
shoulder to
pleased that
shoulder.
we can finally fight
I didn't ask
shoulder to
for a better
shoulder.
ending.
This is also the spirit of the trail.
This is also the spirit of the
Now, everyone,
Trailblaze.
let's prepare
Everyone?
to move out.
Let's prepare to move out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorch Sand Hall. This is where challengers thrive and creatures shine, all under the watchful eye of the entire universe. If you have ambition, dreams, and drive, dear friends, the next superstar of Penacony's Charmony Festival could be you.
Wow, they've really outdone themselves.
Behold, here comes four friends with spirits high and full of zeal. Are you aspiring to be superstars of the festival? Yes, you. There's no doubt about it. I see you have all the potential of a superstar in you.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all the challenges?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview?
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky
Your
blanketed by
journey is
banners,
long and
you
fraught
fight for
with
the
peril.
crown.
Under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
A knight's head is hard as steel.
The knight's head is hard as steel.
Brotherland's
Brotherland's focus is stubborn
We
as a
don't have
heel.
to be winners.
We don't have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'll all be sinners.
People are pouring in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way, make way. Coming towards us now is Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the Soul Glad Business Empire's founder, Mr.
Allow me to
Aiden.
introduce myself. I'm the director of Soul Glad's factory, Aideen Leader. My four friends, introduce
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Don't you guys need to hide your identity? Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is flat. Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary. Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final
What is happening? Yeah. What the hell is happening?
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time.
Oh, welcome to the Art Giving Bird Fundraise. May you attain the best results. Sure. Let's take a look at your wings. Oh, you must be here to spectacle racers. But even if you're not participating, you slack off on your training. You'll be pushed around by Boston. Oh, there's another birdie wings guidance over there. See you later. This friend. Go. Whoa.
Stream 4. Theme of old ways.
Alright, before we officially start, let's go over things once more. First, the winner's routes. Can you remember all that? Looks like you don't have to remember that after all. Hi, are you Kevin, right? one of your fans. Have you got time for a quick interview? Okay, so. Of course you do. How could you not? Based on your brilliant performance in the festivity auditions, let me reintroduce myself real quick. I'm a reporter of the Dream Chasers Bulletin Scorch Sand Hall section. I'm putting together a piece about the new champion. That's you. Seeing as we managed to meet up here and now, there must be some level of destiny between us. So then, how about a little chit-chat? The lady begins her interview without further explanation of your stuff that is free willing but not what I can say. You talk and talk for no one knows before she turns around to her photographer to say. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you very much. And thanks to you, Kevin. So, anyway, seeing as it's the end of my shift, can I treat you to a bottle of Soul Blend? As fair? As a hobby, I sometimes also help contestants with their strategies, just mechanical analysis and tips on how to clear each stage. Your experience would provide extremely value material for a person like me. So, would you like to chat a little more with me? Of course, no problem. Ask me anything you want. Even if I don't know the answer, I can help you check it out. Can you tell me more about the Dream Chaser Bulletin? That. No, actually, it's a self-published magazine from the Dream Chasers and use it to promote and share info. When people enter the Asdana system, they'll get a push notification about subscribing to the bulletin. I wonder if you had the chance to check it out yet. Anyway, the magazine is chock full of rich content. Not just things like regular news and vacancies, but also lots of hard currency like strategic guides. Or you can even follow the serial fiction in each issue. Personally, I suggest you get a subscription. It's actually really useful. Tell me more about Moment of Scorch Sand. Oh, that count. Take a deep breath and tell me. What can you smell? The scent of soul black, the aroma of money. Back then, the most dazzling thing of all was using stacks of gold to build celebrity dreams. Everyone thronged into a bunch, smashing their heads together to fight for the champion title. This wasn't just a contest area, but also a party zone for the crowd. And there was also a massive billboard for Soul Black, drawing in everybody's attention. Good times never seem to last long. The fuck?
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed the dream-chasing era was truly, I wholeheartedly hope you... That's the trailblazing spirit. How about you, Miss Moss?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready to...
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging...
I hope that...
Safety first.
Waiting for you are 3 stages, and in the last, those are the rules. Simple.
Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now then, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorch Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Black Enterprises, has started. What? Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I have known Miss Firefly for too long, and aren't overly familiar with her. It would probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me.
Ready? Let's do it.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that.
We'll split into the assigned groups then.
Welcome
welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 Now, make your choice.
What?
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of action stars.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are a total of 3 stages up ahead, each with their own challenges. The enemies you will contend against are antagonists from the film. It's worth mentioning that the fastest...
Time is of the essence.
Contestants, you are about to confront us dream chasers who've come...
In the name of lead, a will forged in ice never falters!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! Lend me your strength.
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Pretty simple. I just hope these tests don't take too long.
Congratulations on being just as you're about.
Why is our opponent?
Because
Isn't this just product?
To safeguard the integrity of Soulglad, I will In the name of Let will forged in ice never falters!
Do we still have the upper hand? Enemy data sync net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. This battle lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
still lost others of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The world kisses me with
Show your courage.
Congratulations, no matter how...
none will take my soul glad of... Oh, dinosaur crab, a bottle of... In the name of Len, will forged in ice never falters!
Do we? Ready for another? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
It'll heal.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
You'll pay. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
That should do it. Okay. Let's go. Mr. Yang is waiting for us. Isn't this fight way off from the actual storyline?
Transforming into a dinosaur is after an extended battle in the years that followed. Well,
Looks like we won. Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Congrats to both! Look at the time!
That red hair.
You'll find out eventually. You have the option to choose now. Make friends, welcome. It's said that the watchmaker dreamed up the idea of, like a skilled pilot, his steel contestants make...
The trial of time.
Am I just a failed experiment?
That statue. Did it just speak?
Excerpts from the book The History of Pepsi. The fluffball on the heads of the Pepsi is actually their core, while their human body is merely a form of mimicry. Shippe once attempted to bestow blessings upon Pepsi, only to discover that Shippe themselves who received the blessings. Touching the Pepsi's fluffball can extend one's lifespan. In times of danger, the Pepsi fluffy ball has the ability to detach from their body and regenerate a new body. However, there are no known threats that are capable of making the Pepsi feel thoroughly endangered. The destruction is merely a derivative of the Pepsi's one and only path, mischief. The Pepsi's fluff ball can emit faster than light particle beams. The Pepsi can catch the faster than light particle beams they launch at the end of those beams. The Pepsi do not dream. Instead, dreams dream of the Pepsi. Once Pepsi told a joke in a restaurant at the end of the universe, leading to the emergence of Aha. Pepsi mathematicians have discovered ultimate answers to questions about life, the universe itself, and everything. However, there was not enough space in Penacony's dreamscape to embrace the profound answers. The first black hole was created when a Pepsi forgot to limit their strength while arm wrestling with a star. Originally, there were several hundred Lord Ravagers until they unfortunately ran into a Pepsi during a group exertion. All the Pepsi were actually a Pepsi's deity projections in the lower dimension. When Pepsi wants some hot water, the water heats itself. The great hole in Penacony was actually formed when a Pepsi punched the dreamscape. IPC initially intended to publicize the truth stated in Article 16. That Pepsi expressed their dissatisfaction into an immediate change of plans. When death approaches a Pepsi, people will say death is approached by a Pepsi. The Aeon of Abundance possesses nearly infinite life, and the only time they come close to death is when the Aeon disturbed the Pepsi during their nap. Yaosha borrowed their lifespan from the Pepsi. Nan purchased their bow from Pepsi. This was actually crafted by Pepsi. Aha took their jokes from the Pepsi. Najipa's music was composed by the Pepsi. The Pepsi create alfalfa credit by punching the money at printing machines. The Pepsi never visit barbershops. They use plasma cannons to groom their fluff ball. The cancer of all worlds is merely crumbs left behind by the Pepsi during picnics throughout the universe. The engine of the Trailblaze draws inspiration from the faster long light strides used by Pepsi during the leisurely strolls. Clocking was originally based on Pepsi, but the camera capturing its image exploded in awe. The watchmaker is Pepsi who remains to remain. The watchmaker is a Pepsi who prefers to remain hidden from public view. Hanunune is said to be a furry Pepsi, and old Udi is actually Pepsi.